No, I confess, but it's not true.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Welcome, everybody, to Tuesday night. Welcome, everybody, to Home Team Sports and Entertainment. I'm the Big Albowski. Over in that direction, over there is my cousin from I can't even talk already. Louisiana, Philip McDevitt. What's up, cuz?
What's up, man?
Below me, you guys know that smile. Prince Shango is with us again tonight.
What's going on, everybody?
And my boy from Jersey, from Peaburg, AJ Varga. What's up, AJ?
What's going on, guys? How's everybody?
We're rolling, baby. We're rolling. We're live. We're live and in living color. All right. So, last week, we made a bet that AJ Varga is welching on as we speak because he's not wearing anything Eagles. Because in case you didn't watch last week, we predicted 4 NFL games, and we will do that again at the end of this show. But the standings as we speak right now are yours truly was 4-0. He was 2-2. He was 2-2, and TJ Spitter, conspicuous by his absence, is 1-3. So AJ, where's the Eagle shit?
You never shipped it.
He laid it on
sucks
me.
so bad. Walmart doesn't even carry their stuff anymore.
I do want to point out, if I may, I do want to point out, Phil, you got some shit on your hat. You need to wipe that off. Like you got,
Wow.
you got some shit on your hat. You need to, no, it's still there. I'm sorry, I tried.
Don't make me get the helmet.
Oh God,
I got a helmet too.
I mean,
all Eagle fans
makes
have
sense.
helmets, right? Special needs.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Definitely makes sense.
Here we go. Here we go, guys. All right. We got some comments rolling in already, yeah? Let's go. TJ Spitter now. AJ, man up.
I'm going to next week.
Consistent I am. You were consistent, all right. 1-3, baby. 1-3. Put some respect on my name, Albowski. Hey.
Yeah.
You're 1-3, Chief. You know what I mean? What am I supposed to do about that? All right. So those are the standings. We will do our predictions for week 7 at the end of the show. A lot of cool things happen in week 6. I know Mr. Shango don't want to talk about what happened with the Cowboys last night. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to talk about that.
Skip.
Yeah.
Come on, Skip.
Come on. What? You got a problem with that? You got a
Come
problem with what
on.
I said?
Look, let me tell you something. Right now, what they need to do to fix everything that's going on with the Cowboys, right? What you need to do is go into that organization and you need to set the whole thing on fire.
Set the whole thing on fire.
Set the whole thing on fire. From the bottom up, I'm telling you right now, Skip. Set the whole thing on fire.
Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Phil, how'd you feel about the Cowboy loss last night on Monday Night Football, eh?
What happened to that offensive line?
It used to be top of the game, man. They didn't show up yesterday. And I'm talking, man, this Arizona's got this boy 10 snaps week before, 2 sacks, and he showed up to play yesterday. Special teams player. That's what I like. Yes.
Oh, you know what you're talking about. Yeah, that kid's good.
The dude, long hair. I mean, it was amazing. He was getting around. I mean, that guy was like just standing still. I don't know if that offensive tackle, what he was doing, but they just embarrassed him. But you know what, man? Give it a time, man. Andy Dalton's with his first team here. You know, they got the offensive weapons. Zeke did something he never hardly ever does twice.
He fumbled twice.
So give it time for them to gel, man. You got to give it time. They didn't have a preseason. Andy Dalton, you know what I mean? He's been okay. Anything outside of a playoff.
What's up, Devin? TJ's still running his mouth. AJ's on fire. At least Eagles fans can pick games, but they can't win them, man. Well,
wow.
Guys got jokes. NFC East, worst division in the Dylan, you are absolutely right. Speaking of the divisions,
True.
Speaking of the divisions, we're going to go one by one, starting with the NFC West. And here are the
hold up. You just go skip over everybody and just go past that. Like you talk about the whole Cowboy stuff. You just shoot past it. That nobody.
I did not think you wanted to talk about the Cowboys.
Do you think? No. Do you think? But yeah, you do your thing. I'm just saying. I had an opinion. I wanted to say something, but that's okay. Go ahead. Yeah, keep going. No, you're right. I'm sorry.
See what I'm dealing with? You guys see what I'm dealing with? All right. Anyway, we're going to go division by division, guys. And these are the standings as we speak. As of week 6. Yes. The Seattle Seahawks lead the pack in the West 5-0. Cardinals right behind them at 4-2. Rams right there 4-2. 49ers are a meek 3-3 after being in the Super Bowl. They are one of the worst banged up teams in the league, though. So, I mean, that's their excuse, I think. They just got Jimmy G back. And Jimmy G took it to the Rams and beat the Rams this week. So
that was an answer.
So my question around the horn is, and we'll start with Phil, who wins this division? And every 3 weeks, we're going to revisit this same thing.
I'm going to go with the winner of the Seahawks-Arizona game. I think this is the one that's going to tell. I mean, Arizona did something no team's done. They won a game with less than 10 completions in a game. So, but I like Arizona to win this outright. But we'll see, man. We'll see.
Thank you, Tiffany. That is exactly right.
Okay. Who keeps letting these people in the comment? First of all, you need to filter better. All right.
Hey. I put this comment on, and I'm an Eagles fan. I could have filtered that shit.
Comment, but then you got some fool chiming in and saying stuff like that's just no, Dylan, you're mistaken. Dylan, you're mistaken.
No, he's right.
That fanny pack on is too tight.
Hi, Courtney. All right, Phil. That was Phil. Says Seahawks. The winner of the he said the winner of the Seahawks Cardinals game this week. AJ, who's winning this division?
I think right now it's going to be the Seahawks. My concern with the Seahawks is their defense ain't what it used to be. And although I think they'll win this division, I do not think they're the team to beat in the NFC.
Okay, fair enough. We'll talk about that another time, but all right, Shango, who's winning this division?
I want to say the Seahawks because the record speaks for itself. The 5-0. Russell Wilson's on fire as always, but you got to remember they do this from time to time. They always start out real hot, or they'll start real cold and then come back hot. So you don't know what team's going to show up each week. Like you wait to the latter half of the season. And they could be 7-4 or something like that. My eyes honestly are on the Rams. They have a better defense. Once that offense really starts clicking and they get everybody going, they're a hard team to stop.
Yeah, they got a dude named Aaron Donald, right?
Yeah, and that guy is a monster. So and they got a really good secondary. They got an amazing secondary. So if I really had to put money on it, I'd still go with the Seahawks, but I would watch out for the Rams.
Their problem is they got a guy named Jared Goff.
Yeah, but see, the thing with Jared Goff is he's got all those receivers that he just does dump passes. Who like, if I'm not mistaken, they don't they lead the league in yards after catch? Like most of their receivers, yeah.
Cup does, yeah.
So I would watch out for that.
Yeah, they got weapons too. I don't know. My answer, the easy answer is the Seahawks, right? Because they're undefeated. But like Phil said, they haven't played the Cardinals yet. Let's see how that goes. I think the Cardinals are better than people think. People think the Cardinals are a pushover. Look what they did to Dallas.
Well, Dallas was a pushover, so
they were all close game. The Seahawks, if you look at Seahawks, they beat the Minnesota Vikings by 1. They beat Miami by 8. They beat Dallas by 7. New England by 5. And Atlanta, which we all know what happens with Atlanta. They really haven't
He
played
comes
anybody.
prepared. Look at him.
That's why I say the winner of this. I like the Rams, but man, I don't know.
I'm with you.
I agree with AJ about golf. Golf is just, I don't know, overrated for my opinion.
Yeah.
His receivers make them look good.
We're going to switch divisions then to the NFC North, where the Chicago Bears, led by
The Bears.
an old friend of ours,
You mean the quarterback y'all should have kept? You right.
Nicky Six, are 5-1. The Green Bay Packers are 4-1. The Lions at 2-3. The Vikings are at 1-5. And Shango, pre-show, you said something about the Vikings, and you can't believe what happened to the Vikings.
They're 1-5. The Vikings are 1-5. That is insane.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it, they've had historically one of the best defenses in the NFL for the past several years. Mm-hmm. And then, it's weird. You get rid of 3 people and now they're 1-5. If I'm Mike Zimmerman, I would be sweating my balls off because I'm like, how the hell does this happen? Yeah, a couple games that they lost were close games, but even still,
Philip, you're being said hello. You're being said hello to.
Okay.
Dylan says, "Do you guys see the NFL doing a bubble? I feel it's the only option left with all the COVID cases hitting the league."
Possibly.
I think the league's too big.
Yeah.
I
don't see it happening. I think they should do it, but I don't see it happening because they had
53 guys in a bubble.
Yeah, and then they're just gonna keep putting practice squad guys out there and just isolate the ones that get the COVID. Look what
like they did Monday.
Yeah, but look what the Titans did. The Titans had 14 people had COVID. All right, so they got through a week. They pushed their games back, and then they came back this week and they won their game against the Texans. So I mean, the league's gonna do it.
Yeah,
that's hard.
Because your brother's telling you to shave, man.
You know what, man? I agree with AJ. The bubble does not going to work for 106 players, man, and no travel. And It works for NBA because you have 12 and 12.
Yes.
Baseball, it worked in the playoffs.
Hockey.
No travel in hockey. That's just too big.
All right, so let's go around the horn. Who wins this division? Is this a tough one?
Not really.
Go ahead, then who?
I got Green Bay. They're the highest scoring offense minus this week. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers, if he gets behind, he just quits. He's got talent there. No matter Lazard's coming back soon. That running game. I mean, A.J. Dillon came in relief and he looked good.
Yes, he did.
Aaron, Jones, 30-something touchdowns in the last two and a half years.
Yeah.
Chicago hasn't really played anybody, and the one team that was decent, they got beat 19-11 by the Colts. They played the Giants, the Redskins. You know what I mean? They did beat what you call 2019 Tom Brady. You know what I mean?
They beat the Buccaneers, but that's the Nick Foles effect.
I think
Tom Brady can't beat Nick Foles.
Nick Foles is great in the playoffs, other than Andy Dalton, the opposite of Andy. But during the regular season, he didn't do nothing. Say, hey, he's my cousin. I got to back him up there, Sean.
Woo! AJ, who wins this division?
I feel like I'm personally being attacked this week, and I got to say I'm feeling very uncomfortable.
Anthony, who wins this division?
I'm going to go with the Bears. Defense.
Yes.
Defense.
Mac's a freak, man.
The Packers can't play defense. The Lions can't play defense. And just forget about the Vikings.
The Bears.
The Bears.
That's my pick, too. Shango, you look befuddled. Who's winning the division?
Even though he was abusive and mean, I agree with Phil. Green Bay. I think Green Bay. Yeah, the Bears, they have a defense. But that offense is still, even with Magic Man Nick Foles, that offense is suspect as hell.
All right, I can't wait for this one. The NFC East with the Dallas Cowboys at 2-4, Eagles 1-4-1, Giants 1-5, Redskins, the Washington football team are 1-5. Who wins this division? We'll start with Shango because he's angry right now.
Can I use a lifeline?
Go ahead.
I'll pass.
You're passing on that.
No, honest opinion.
Yeah.
If I'm looking at it, and if they can get healthy,
Yeah.
if they can get healthy,
Yeah.
and like start putting people away, it's gonna hurt my heart to say this, but the Eagles.
Wow. Dylan Quinn, the mascots are winning the division. That's correct. Absolutely. All right, you got Eagles. AJ, don't bet with your heart.
I keep saying the Cowboys, and I guess I'm gonna have to stick with them until somebody else can prove in this division that they're gonna win a game. I have to stay with the Cowboys.
I don't think okay, and I know Dylan kind of said that the Pats had the most injuries. There is no team in the NFL outside of the Cowboys, the Eagles, who have a more banged up team.
49ers.
Basically, that and the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
They're out there. They played Monday night with a practice squad. That was basically who was out there. You had some starters, but that whole offensive line, minus one person, was a part of the practice squad. You lost Zach Martin early, and he's out for the next maybe couple weeks with a concussion.
Yeah.
So, what are they going to do?
I don't know. The Eagles are playing third and fourth stringers. Phil, who's winning this division?
You know, I would have said Philadelphia because their next 4 games are kind of easy, but it's the next 4
winnable.
after that.
The word's winnable, not easy. Nothing's easy this year.
I mean, you got the Giants twice, Cowboys, and the Browns, but then they go to Seattle, Green Bay. You know,
right.
And
it gets hard after that.
And look at that, Dallas's remaining schedule. This one's tough to pick. I'm like Shango. I want to pass. I think the Eagles will win it because of the tie. They'll win it by half a game. But
they're going to win it 6-9-1. They're going to be 6-9-1.
Yeah, this is going to be like last year.
And the Cowboys are going to be 6-10. No, they're going to be 6-10.
2-12. That's my prediction.
I'm going to go by the Eagles, and the only way the reason is because the Eagles will beat the Cowboys, right? So it's whoever wins those games.
So 6-12.
No, so if the Eagles win the rest of their division games, that's the Cowboys twice, the Eagles or the Giants twice, and Washington one more time. That's 5 more wins. That gets them at 6-9-1, and then the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are going to finish 6-10. So the Eagles are going to. That tie is going to be the reason why they win.
2-12. They got 12 losses.
No, they're going to win more than 2 games, man. Come on.
They okay. The reason why I'm saying that Zeke Elliott can't hold on to the football to save his life. Andy Dalton can't throw the football to save his life. And that offensive line can't protect anybody to save Andy Dalton's life.
You see that? Dallas has the easiest schedule in the NFL remaining.
That don't mean nothing if you can't win games. Who has the worst defense in the NFL right now, statistically? I'll wait.
Dallas.
Jets.
Okay, why is that?
Well, the Jets are even better than them.
Yeah.
No, Dallas is giving up, 300-some yards?
Well, they're giving an average. They're averaging 29 points a game.
39. 39.
You sure?
It was 36. 36.
Okay.
Average 36.
I was going to say it's not 40 points a game, dude.
36 points.
Nobody's dropped 40 on them yet, so I don't know how they average that.
Yeah, it's 36 points a game. I was reading my stats.
All right, it's the Jets that are 29 then.
Mm-hmm.
I know one of them's. All right.
If your defense is giving up 30 seconds, points,
they are 30 seconds.
36 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you going to beat? You can't keep the offense on. I mean, the Jets. Last time the Cowboys played the Jets, what happened? And they had a healthy team. The only reason they were in that game, Dak Prescott.
That's my mom. My mom's a Cowboys fan, Shanga.
Cleveland put up 49 on them.
I feel your pain.
Cleveland put up 49 on them. I heard somebody say nobody put up 40.
All right, so let's switch to the NFC South with the Tampa Bay Bucks at 4-2. The Saints are 3-2. The Panthers are 3-3, which is a better record than the Patriots, where Cam Newton went. And then the Falcons won a game, 1-5.
And fired Dan Quinn.
And fired Dan Quinn. Before that, though, they were 0-5 when they fired him. Who wins this division, Phil?
Probably why they won.
So for a happy home, I have to go with the Saints.
Smart man. His wife's a Saints fan, and he lives in Louisiana.
Phil, blink if you need help.
Just end the season, yes.
Blink if you need help.
The Jets are just crashing. My wife is a Jets fan.
Before
you need to get a divorce.
Yeah. Before the bye week, Alvin Kamara was the best running back fantasy points wise. I know Breeze can't throw it downfield like he used to. But man, when you got Latavius Murray and Alvin Kamara, and just I don't know, man. I think the Saints are going to come out of this one just because I want to root for Belichick over Brady.
He picked the Saints, cuz send it to Mendy. You can send it all you want. He picked the Saints.
I didn't read what he said.
Huh?
I didn't read what my brother said.
You didn't read what he said? Sending this
to Mendy.
Yeah,
That's what he meant.
to Mendy, yeah.
He's got Kyle spelling.
Right. He's got Kyle spelling. It's phonetic. All right, AJ.
Teresa, you a Jets fan. You want the season to end every year. So that
AJ, who wins? AJ, who wins this division?
I'm going to go with the Bucks. Their defense is unbelievable. They look great. They look scary. And if Tom Brady just has to manage a game, he's going to be all right. He's got good weapons. They got decent running backs.
You're always working. He's always working. Shango, who wins this division?
if the Bucks play the same way they've been playing, not been playing, the same way they played Sunday, there's nobody in that division that's going to stop it. The reason that the Saints struggled, though, was you got to remember Michael Thomas got suspended that game.
Yeah.
So they had a rough game because they didn't have their number one receiver. So I want to say the Saints, but my money's on the Bucks.
I'll also say the Bucks for everything you guys said. All right, let's switch to the AFC. Starting with the East. We live in a world where Buffalo and Miami are better than New England. Or are they? Who wins this division? Phil?
Well, we're so used to saying the Patriots for the last 19 freaking years. So it's finally nice to say, I got to go with this Josh Allen in Buffalo. I mean, this kid is nice. Watched him in college and see what he's doing this year. I picked him a lot in my drafts, but I did not expect him to perform the way he has. So I'm going with
the damn Chiefs, man. That was a good game.
I'm going with Buffalo. Everything's clicking for them. Latavius, and they got beat by Kansas City because of two stupid late hits out of balance late in that game. Yeah. So I got to go with Buffalo on this one.
AJ?
Oh.
That's hard, right? It's hard. This one's the hardest, I think.
I'm not ready to give up on the Patriots.
All right.
The Bills got off to a fast start. They started off 4-0.
Shotgun.
I know, Shotgun. You don't want to believe it.
You believe in Cam. You believe in Cam with Bill Belichick.
But you got
head case.
You got the Bills. They'll blow it.
They usually do, but I think they're better than you think.
Okay. I thought my camera was messing up. My bad. Go ahead. What you said?
Right.
You said
He said Patriots. All right. Who do you got?
Okay. Well, when he gets back from rehab, let me know because he hit his head this morning. I know he did. He had to hit his head this morning. Cam Newton and the Patriots. Go. Bless your heart. There's nobody who's going to be the Bills. The Bills. They got the defense. They got the offense. They got all the weapons on either side. That front seven of Buffalo is nasty. We don't know what Tua's going to bring. Yeah, he's a rookie. He was great in college.
Yeah.
He's coming off hip surgery. So
We're talking about him in a minute.
yeah, my money's on the Bills.
All right.
And
Big
AJ
Josh
definitely
Allen.
has a concussion.
Let's and I'm with the Bills too. I'm a believer in them. I've watched them play a few times this year, and I normally don't get to because I'm always watching the Eagles and whatever the America's game of the week is at 4:30. But the Bills have been on a lot, so man, they look good to me. And I don't believe in the Patriot. I don't believe in Cam. They'll fold. Tua, like you said, a rookie. They'll do good. I think the Dolphins might make a wild card. I will. I'll say that right now.
So everybody without a head injury is picking the Bills. That's smart.
Let's go north to the Steel City where they are 5-0. Baltimore Ravens at 5-1. The Browns are 4-2, and the Bengals are 1-4 as usual. So who do you got here, Shango?
This is probably going to be the hardest division to try to narrow down. I want to say the Steelers. Right. I want to say the Steelers.
Don't say you want to say. Who do you say?
I'm going to go with the Steelers.
You're going to go with the Steelers.
I'm going to go with the Steelers simply because their defense is always good. I mean, their defense is always good. Ben Roethlisberger's back this year, and it shows. The receivers they're doing great offensively. They're doing phenomenal. So they're going to run into some issues with the Ravens. The Ravens, in the AFC outside of Kansas City, I think the Ravens are the team to beat. So we'll see.
AJ?
I'm going to go with the Ravens. I don't believe in the Steelers yet. I think this is the Ravens division right now. And get close, Shango. It's the Ravens.
Philip, who's winning this division?
Man, you know what, man? The Steelers have the top defense. They're number one against the run. See what they do against Derrick Henry this week. We put up 200 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter about the offensive side of the ball because Claypool showed out 2 weeks ago.
He's awesome.
Johnson. I mean, it's just different players.
They draft so well. Every damn year they draft so freaking well. Tomlin's a genius.
Can anybody remember where Claypool's from?
Snow.
Where's Claypool from?
Notre Dame, baby. Notre Dame. Notre Dame fan, buddy.
Yeah.
Me too.
So that means he was touched.
That's it. Fighting hours, buddy. 5 hours. Shango, then I apologize.
Wear your damn shirt, AJ. How about that? Wear your damn shirt.
Shango versus AJ in a Steel Cage match, Phil. You buying a ticket?
You can't look. You can't mess with people who got head injuries. Like it's against the law. Like you can't be doing stuff like that. Like I don't know what happened to him. Like all jokes aside, man. Did you hit your head this morning? Like really? Like
Shango,
tell us.
Come on. Be a nice guy, man. You're having a battle with an unarmed man. Come on.
You know what? So you and Phil picked the Steelers, and my man picked the Ravens. I'm going with AJ on the Ravens. I believe in Lamar Jackson, and I don't believe in the Steelers yet until they show me something. They got to play the Tennessee Titans this week, who are also 5-0, and I don't. If they beat the Titans, okay, maybe I might start to believe in them, but So, I'm telling you, something's not right there. I'm telling you, they're not going like 12-4 or 13-3. They're not doing that. It's going to come down to the Steelers and Ravens against each other, and we'll see what happens when that happens. All right, but I'm going to go with the Ravens to win this division. That's my opinion. I didn't hit my head either. The South. Speaking of the,
who have the Steelers beat this year that's worth it?
Yeah, thank you.
So you talking about the AFC South? Okay, so you talking about the AFC South? Is that what we're going to? We're going to the AFC South.
Broncos.
Hold up, like
don't talk over each other.
You already passed it. So you got to wait. come back around. Because he's like, you asked that last segment. We're a new segment. So he's talking about like you can't backtrack. You can't be going way back to that question at the beginning of the show. Like,
So the Tennessee Titans are 5-0. The Colts are 4-2. The Texans are 1-5, and the Jaguars are a dismal 1-5 as well.
Yep.
Philip, who's winning the AFC South?
Yeah, Texans are the AFC Minnesota Vikings. I will have to go with that.
Underachievers.
That was a hard game to watch against Tennessee. Man, listen, Philip Rivers, Titans. I gotta go Titans. I can't even say nothing about anybody else. Tennessee Titans. I mean, Ryan Tannehill came out of nowhere. He's got A.J. Brown, who's finally healthy and playing. Derrick Henry is a freaking beast. I don't care what anybody says. Comes out of a college I can't stand, Alabama, but I mean,
until somebody shuts Tennessee up this year, they are for real. I'm telling you that right now.
You know how you start Tennessee, right?
I'm going to go on a bold statement right now, and you guys can take it for what it's worth. But the Tennessee Titans, I'm not saying they're going to the Super Bowl, but the AFC Championship game, they're going to be there against either Baltimore or the Steelers, whoever comes out of that nut. I'm just saying. Kansas City's going to fold.
Disagree, but I can't.
Kansas City's going to fold in a divisional round. They're not repeating. It's going to be either the AFC is going to be either the Steelers, the Ravens, or the Titans.
Now I'm concerned about you now because like you said one crazy thing, now you said some other crazy stuff. Like,
do you remember last season when the Titans barely made the? No, I believe in Vrabel. I believe in this system. Do you remember last year when they barely scraped into the playoffs? Nobody gave them a chance, and I
picked them to beat the Ravens, and they did.
And they did.
Yeah, I believe in Mike Vrabel. I think Mike Vrabel is a very underrated coach. I think people didn't think that he was going to have the impact on that team that he's had. Freaking Derrick Henry is a monster. He is a monster. Derrick Henry has always been a monster. And once they really set things up to let him go, it's been trouble. So the man is eating up yardage like most people eat spaghetti. So
he said Tennessee. I said Tennessee. You're saying Tennessee also?
In that division, AFC South, there's nobody in that division that's going to beat Tennessee. The only way Tennessee loses, one of two things: Derrick Henry's out for the season, or Tannehill gets hurt.
They haven't played the Colts yet.
Oh,
Tannehill, since he's arrived in Tennessee, has been one of the best quarterbacks in the league. That is scary.
Yeah.
That is scary. And
change the scenery,
and with Derrick Henry, they're easily winning this division.
That's right, TJ. I keep telling him, I'm worried about him.
TJ, stop waxing Shango's ass. Come on.
Look, is there a concussion protocol for the podcast too? Because that needs to be tested. Like, how many fingers am I holding up? Like, can you see that? Can y'all see that?
We got one more division. And that is the AFC West with the defending champion Kansas City Chiefs 5-1, the Raiders 3-2, Broncos 2-3, and the Chargers at 1-4. Who wins this division? We're gonna go with you, Shango.
The Chiefs.
AJ?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs. I mean,
until you stop them, who are you going to stop?
Champs. It goes through them.
Yeah, the only way they don't win a division is if Mahomes gets hurt. Cuz?
Yeah, before I would have said the Raiders just because of Henry Ruggs is nice, but man, you just added another piece on Le'Veon Bell. To the receiving out of the backfield. I gotta go
for $1 million.
I gotta go Kansas City Chiefs on this. So sweet.
Everyone relax. We all know I can't stand Shango.
You know what? Take your ass to bed. Fix your perm. How about that?
The Chiefs are trash. Really? Really?
What is up with all the? Okay.
He needs to stick with wrestling.
Explain that to me.
Yes, cuz. Stick with wrestling. He's an Eagles fan, though. See. You know what I mean? AJ, you see this? JT Funk says the Chiefs are trash. Really?
There needs to be a concussion protocol on these comments and on this podcast because there are a lot of people with head injuries chiming in. They probably drooling and wearing baseball helmets at the same time, but like, I'm gonna type this comment because y'all crazy. Yeah, y'all crazy.
Right away, the Raiders are going because they beat the Chiefs, right?
A broken clock is twice. Is right twice a day. Remember that.
Twice a day, yes.
Yeah.
We know that. All right, we went through the divisions. Before we talk about Big Tua taking over the reins for Miami, tonight is Game 1 of the World Series, and I was listening to the radio earlier today on WIP, and they did a poll. They wanted to see how much are fans tuning in. Do they even give a shit about the World Series this year because of the way that the way the baseball season started with the players holding out and all that shit. They had a 60-game season, so they weren't really at, some people are like, that's not enough games. A lot of facets to the thing, right? But the Dodgers are there. Kershaw gets a chance at a World Series ring. Does he get it done? I don't know, but he's pitching tonight in Game 1 against the Rays. So who do you got? Dodgers and Rays, because this is the last time we're talking about it until it's over.
Kershaw's pitching tonight. I think the Dodgers take
I'm not asking you who's winning the game tonight. I'm asking you who's winning the World Series because next Tuesday it might be over.
Tampa.
AJ?
I already told you. The Dodgers are winning this World Series this year.
You did say that. And by the way, AJ's the only person on the panel that got this right because we all picked the Braves. He picked the Dodgers and the Rays.
And I know your traditional baseball fans didn't like that it was a 60-game season, but I thought it was more interesting.
He's asking you to spell protocol when he spelled it for you.
I ain't got to spell it. You spelled it on the thing, so I mean it's right there.
They're sleeping on the Raiders, TJ. There was a baseball season. Yes, there was.
He's not a baseball
I think 60
fan.
games was good. It made it more interesting. Like a lot of the games interesting.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah, well, they counted, especially towards the end.
Yeah.
Dylan, I'm with you. The Dodgers. Go Dodgers. Go Dodgers. All right, so I say Dodgers. AJ says Dodgers. Shango, who do you got?
I got Tampa. I got to go with the home team.
Cuz?
I'm going Tampa because Zunio, Margot, Arizona, man, they're hot, dude. They are really hot. Bellinger's batting .239 for the season. He's only won something. I mean, and their best pitcher comes in at the end, Urias, who's 4-0 with a 0.69. But Tampa Bay gets the lead, and they got great relief pitchers. They're not going to give up the lead like they did in Atlanta game.
If Kershaw loses Game 1, his legacy is forever the guy that the best pitcher of all time that chokes.
He'll be Tony Romo. The Tony Romo of baseball.
I think he comes through tonight. I think the Dodgers win Game 1, setting the tone, and I got the Dodgers in 6. Gonna going to 7, but the Dodgers will get that ring.
Did he say
finally getting a ring? They have multiple.
No. He did say finally. They've had it, but
finally said 77.
Something like that. That was before he was born, I think. Right, Phil. Now tell me how you feel about Kyle Larson being reinstated.
Who the hell's Kyle Larson? I don't know that guy.
I think he's a race car driver.
Oh, yeah. He's the one that said the N-word. He's the NASCAR guy that said the N-word, yes.
I don't think he should be reinstated.
Wait, a NASCAR guy said the N-word?
He did, but I didn't want to go.
I want to be shocked, but I'm not. It's NASCAR. Like, I want to be like, what? They did what?
I didn't listen. I didn't want to talk about anything political, so I didn't bring that subject up. But my opinion is he said it. He should be out for the rest of this year at least. His suspension wasn't long enough, my opinion. There's no room for that.
Well, even in the 80s when Jimmy the Greek and Howard Sell said those things, they never came back. The good guy from the Reds making the homo commissate.
Yes.
The broadcast. But baseball, get on. AJ said baseball was great this year for the simple
Hulk Hogan said the N-word, and WWE got rid of him for like 2 years, and then they brought him back.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Oh, he's out till 2021.
He's out. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, but Hulk Hogan grew up in a neighborhood that they were allowed to say that.
yeah. Is that it?
Compton?
No, he thinks everybody. He's a Florida boy. He thinks everybody's his brother. That's, you know what I mean?
I'm from Florida. That is a whole bag of bullshit.
I'm a whole bag of assholes.
Yeah, a whole bag. That is a whole bag of bullshit. That is bullshit stacked with a side of bullshit. Is what that is. What neighborhood? Tell me about that neighborhood.
Stop. That's not even on the table because
I'm just saying, like,
he brought that shit up for whatever. He's a NASCAR fan. He's like, they're not talking NASCAR. I got to bring NASCAR into the conversation.
All sports. Is NASCAR really a sport though? Yeah, left.
But then I'm a sports competitor because I'm a truck driver, so like I'm an athlete.
Ryan Fitzpatrick was benched in lieu of Tua for the Dolphins, and they are sitting at 3-3. AJ, I'm starting with you because this was your subject. What do you got to say about Mr. Tua?
This is a dumb move.
Too early.
You're 3-3. The guy had a major injury last year. What are you trying to prove this season? You're going to get this kid hurt. The next 4 games on their schedule are probably one of their toughest 4. Why now? It doesn't make sense.
What if he comes in and they win those games?
What if he comes in and gets hurt for the rest of his career?
You can't play that way. That's what they do with Carson Wentz. He gets hurt every damn year. They keep throwing him out there. I mean, you're not going to say, "Oh, well, let's save him."
He wasn't
because he's paper mache.
Exactly.
Enough to start the season.
Huh?
He wasn't healthy enough to start the season.
I understand that.
You're 3-3. You're not winning the Super Bowl.
No.
What's the sense?
It's like they're giving up on the season already.
Because they're giving up on the season already, and they're just going to give them some reps and get them ready for next year.
Yeah, but you can do that late in the year, or what they did they gave him the fourth quarter, or they gave him the 2-minute thing, but that was
all right. So say they wait till week 14 or 15, and he gets hurt in that game. What's the difference?
They waited.
It gives him more time to learn behind Fitzpatrick. It gives him more time to see the flow of the game. It's too early.
I'm with you.
You're talking about an organization that had Ryan Tannehill, that's now one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and they couldn't get him right.
Right. I don't know.
That's because they didn't want to give Tannehill any weapons. They're going to do the same thing with Tua. They're not going to give Tua any weapons. They're throwing this kid out. Fitzpatrick is winning games with name 5 starters on the Dolphins that are superstars.
Superstars.
Kyle will, or Phil will.
Yeah, but superstars? There's no superstars.
No, they got what? They got Parker.
Did you see the kid's first
Preston
completed pass?
Wilson.
He was running for his life.
Yeah. He threw that out of fear. That was a fear throw. Please don't hit me. My hip hurts.
I think he
Don't
tried to
hurt
throw
me.
it out of balance and accidentally hit one of his receivers.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh shit, I made it." No. Mm-mm.
Oh
He
my
sat down
goodness.
at the end of the game at the 15-yard line, thanking God he didn't get killed.
Exactly. You didn't see the what was really going on when he was like in the sideline. But if you would have zoomed in, you would have saw him going. It was so scary. It's so hard. Yeah. No.
It's too early.
You know what? Fitzpatrick
Phil.
is like the 1980s, 90s Steve DeBerg. Another quarterback that went multiple teams and like got replaced by multiple quarterbacks. Atlanta, KC, San Fran. Fitzpatrick has thrown over 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns. The 3 teams he got beat by were Buffalo, New England, and Seattle. You know what I mean? The last 2 weeks, they crushed San Francisco. and they beat the Jets. Well, everybody could beat the Jets, but
Right.
he's 2-0 in the last 2 starts. He's got 70% completion. You know what? I haven't seen a good quarterback come out of Alabama since Joe Namath. You know what I mean? It's just he's great college. Is he the next Andre Ware? You know what I mean? I just don't see Tua. Tua's he can extend the play in college, but now he's got a hip, you know, and we all know professional football players are a lot faster. And Alabama had great defenses in those years he was there. I just don't see. I think this is the wrong move. They're in second place. They're going to end up finishing right there with the Jets.
I don't think they're going to be that bad.
I think they are. I think again, he ain't got nobody Fitch to spread the ball around to.
Speaking of the Jets, if they get the number 1 draft pick, do they take Trevor Lawrence?
They would be dumb not to.
What if he goes back to school?
Because he don't want to play for the Jets?
Yeah, exactly. If my choice is to play football, is to go back to school and play for the Jets, so I can get a doctorate, is what y'all saying? Okay, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work.
So now, like we said, you know, Miami's 3-3 in second place.
Mm-hmm.
Tua comes out and he stinks. You can't bench him.
Why not?
Because you gave him the reins. You gave it to him.
Well, like you said,
it was too early.
Listen, if he comes out and he's terrible and they lose, like, you know, the next couple of games,
he's got to fake an injury.
They'll bench him because, like you said, why chance having him play 6 or 8 games that are left and instead of like the last 3 or 4, like you said.
But these guys are fragile. If you bench him, it's going to get in his head. Now he's questioning whether he's good enough.
Well, I think that's individual, though. I don't think it's everybody. I don't think all quarterbacks are like that.
They're all fragile.
I mean, Cam Newton was benched one time.
He's still not good.
I disagree with that. I really do. I mean, he might not be what he was, but at one time, the man was pretty damn good.
Yeah, he was the best running back in football for a long time.
He did. What's that?
Yeah,
he was the best running back in football
for a long time.
Yeah, he was.
Well, so is Lamar Jackson.
He was, yeah, but Cam's a lot bigger than Lamar. And
Yeah.
Cam's body can take that beating. Lamar Jackson better change, or his career is going to be done soon. He's quick though. He's really quick. So.
All right. So speaking of quarterbacks, there's a dude named Andy Dalton who,
my favorite quarterback,
who took the reins over when Dak Prescott went down for the Dallas Cowboys. Is Andy Dalton the answer for the Cowboys? And if not, who is, Mr. Chongo?
The answer, I would say gasoline and a lit match and prayers. That's where I would start. As a Cowboys fan, I like my television, so I try not to watch as many games because I don't want to break my television. I spent a lot of money on my television. I don't want my kids to be upset. Why is Daddy always yelling? And who is this Andy Dalton fella that he is mad at? Because I don't want that for my children. I don't want them looking at me like Daddy's a crazy person. Daddy's not a crazy person. Daddy just don't want to yell on the TV no more. I think, in all honesty, you give Andy Dalton a healthy line. Like if that line was healthy, the game would have been I think the game would have been a lot different because they had one starter. That entire offensive line. Everybody else that played on the offensive line was a backup or a rookie. There was no starters out there whatsoever. You lost Tyrus Smith for the season. You lost Jason. Man, go seek help immediately. I'm telling you, please. There are people out there who can help you.
That's my quarterback.
Yeah. Hey man, that's my quarterback. You got one of the best running backs in the NFL playing like he's a third stringer. The
Bang up
defense is horrible.
defense.
So you can't all put it on. Andy Dalton's not the answer. They need they thought Mike Nolan was going to come in and change life in Dallas when it came to that defense, and it's not. The defense has gotten worse. If you guys watch Undisputed, it was said best on Undisputed. They said, Riches was a problem, Marinelli was a problem, and all those players are still there, and the defense has done nothing but gotten worse. So when do you start blaming the players? You paid all this money for guys like DeMarcus Lawrence, who he shows up, but he's not $90 million. He's not a $90 million investment. You got Leighton Vander Esch, who rushed back from injury to play. You got Jalen Smith, who's he's one of the best linebackers in football. But outside of that, who's there?
You're
Who's
right.
the
There are
answer?
people
Who's the
that can
answer
help me.
quarterback,
No one
though?
can help Dallas.
Y'all probably get helped by the same people.
Who's the answer for quarterback though?
There is
Nobody.
no answer.
So-
But it's not on the quarterback. It's
So-
I think it's a loaded question because you can have a quarterback play lights out. The quarterback can play lights out.
Dak.
Yeah.
So are you
Dak
giving him
played
$30 million a year now?
Who? Andy Dalton?
No,
Dak.
Dak deserves $30 million a year.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't pay him Mahomes money, no, by any stretch of the means. Excuse me.
Best answer for Dallas is Jerry sells the team.
I mean, that's a good answer.
I think he'll die.
you-
I think he'll die before he sells the team.
Before
You
Dak
gotta
got hurt,
remember-
what was their record?
They were
That's-
2-3.
The quarterback is not the issue in Dallas.
Yeah,
That defense is the issue. That offensive line. There was no
That's the issue.
preseason, so Andy Dalton's coming in. You got Michael Gallup, who I think is underrated, and Dalton is finally hitting him. You got CD Lamb. You got Amari Cooper, I think, is overrated. They gave up too much for him.
Yeah, but so you're saying
But he still
the
shows up.
The quarterback's not the problem, but you're going to give him $30 million and not be able to fix any of the other problems.
If you have a healthy offensive line, if the offensive line came in healthy, right? Let's just say, like, for the sake of argument, we'll go this. Like, in
I'm
a
only
perfect
talking
world-
this season.
Yeah. Well, this season, there's Jesus.
I don't think he's
That's
available.
available.
I don't think he's available, but
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. He trying to work on the Giants and the Eagles. Oh yeah, he's busy.
All right. We're going to go with the 4 games. We're going to predict week 7 of the NFL. And our prediction standings are as follows. I am 4-0. AJ's 2-2. Sean goes 2-2. Team Spitter is 1-3. And if TJ's watching, we call it that because if you're not on this show, whoever is picking your pick. So you got to rely on Mr. McDevitt here tonight.
So team can't get right is 1-3.
We are going to start the predictions with
Drum roll, please.
wow. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's that head injury, man. I'm telling you, go see a doctor.
The Pittsburgh Steelers are visiting Tennessee. They're both 5-0. We'll start with Louisiana zone, Phil McDevitt.
I'm going with the Steelers because they got the top run defense.
Al, you got a pen over here?
I just see the Steelers coming out on this one on top of the Titans. Titans, they played a 1-5. Houston took it to almost overtime, if not overtime. That 2-point conversion. I think the Steelers are going to win this one by 7.
AJ? Well, we're not doing points straight up.
We talked about the Steelers having a great run defense, but hello, Derrick Henry. He might run for 150. He's going to run all over him. And with Tannehill, I see Tennessee winning this game. The Steelers haven't beat anybody this year. And they're about to
Shango.
I go back to 2017, 2016. Zeke Elliott's first year in the league. Pittsburgh had the number 1 rushing defense then, and he ran for $130, $140 on them. And you have defensive end who plays running back for the Tennessee Titans. So I go Titans.
This game means everything as far as the AFC goes, because in my opinion, the winner of this game will be in the championship game. So by the slightest of margins, I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans. It's going to be close. It's going to be a last-minute field goal kind of thing. I'm going to go with Titans. All right. The next game, chosen by the panel.
By the panel.
Is the panel. Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Carolina's coming in 3-3. Saints are 3-2. It's in New Orleans. Not that matters with the pandemic, but who do you got, Shango? Panthers or Saints?
I'm going Saints. I know Teddy Bridgewater's coming back and he's got something to prove, but Michael Thomas is back. So yeah, Saints.
AJ.
So the Saints have their second best run defense. They've been amazing. Some way, somehow, I think Carolina finds a way to win this game.
Wow.
God damn it. AJ, for real. Like, if you go to the doctor, he can help you. I'm telling you.
Find a way to win this game.
Get a CT scan. Like,
the
some
Saints
smell
offense has struggled all season. Guess what?
He's not wrong.
Guess what? Drew Brees, Father Time never loses. He's coming. He's knocking at your door.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina wins.
Got it. Phil, I know you're picking the Saints.
Oh, yeah.
He has to. He ain't got no choice.
Yes.
I would pick him anyway, just because of Michael Thomas.
You smart.
Back, that defense, and Kamara, man, he's just. I like that Tennessee boy.
And I'm going with New Orleans as well.
Thank you. I don't worry about you as much now. AJ, I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna find a doctor in your area. They make house calls.
The next game we all picked to debate here is the Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 4-2 at the Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders, 3-2. Phil, who do you got? Raiders and Bucks.
Well, since I'm Team Spitter, so I think Tom Brady Tom Brady has a letdown after this week's emotional game against Aaron Rodgers. I got to go Raiders, man. I'm going to go Las Vegas Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders. AJ.
I'm going to go with the Bucks. Defense.
God bless you.
Defense.
Shango.
It's gonna be weird, but I gotta agree with AJ, and my head's not hurting. So yeah, I gotta go with the Bucks.
And I'm going with the Raiders to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I got a feeling on this one. There's a guy called Khalil Mack that might give Mr. Brady some problems. Just saying.
Okay, now I know you done hurt your damn head because Khalil.
He's in Chicago. The Bears.
Who does
the Bears? You're right.
Yeah. So, okay.
I'm looking at the next game, which is the Bears and Rams.
Are you looking through the Madden 2018 roster right now? Because that's what's sitting out. Stop it. Stop.
The Raiders are with it. I got the Raiders.
Stop it.
I got the Raiders. Bears, Rams. Khalil Mack will give Jared Goff some problems, and the Bears beat the Rams. Who do you got, Mr. Shango?
I have to say, with that defense, the Bears would win.
Game's in LA. AJ.
Man, I wanted to go with the Bears, but Shango just went.
You know what? Don't do that.
You've agreed with him twice. You agreed with him twice.
Don't do that.
No, I don't want to agree with him any more than that, though.
What kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the defense again. I think the Bears find a way to win this game. I think it's going to be a close one, though. I think the Rams are going to get them a lot of problems. And I think I don't believe in Nick Foles yet.
And Phil, who do you got? Bears and Rams.
We're talking defense. Got to go with the Rams. Aaron Donald. It's going to be too much for that offensive line. The defensive backs. You know what I mean? And Goff throws it quicker now because of, like we were talking earlier, the yards after catch, man, with Cup on one side and old Robert Woods on the other side, and Gurley's finally healthy. Yeah. Swing him out of the backfield. So,
what?
Gurley
Wait.
Gurley plays for the Falcons.
Oh, not
How
Gurley.
did everybody hit
Atlanta.
that damn head today? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I meant Cam Akers.
Look, man, look, there is help. There's a CT scan for a reason.
I know.
So
He's
when your
Atlanta.
hands
He's
are
Atlanta. I was
Gurley,
thinking the
that's
other boy,
right.
Florida State.
Timeout. Nobody
I'm
on this
going
panel
Rams.
has said that they're experts except for yourself. So
I'm not saying I'm an expert, but y'all got headed because y'all keep talking about y'all talking about people who played on other
we're
teams
Eagles
like
fans.
that.
We're stuck in 2018. Give us a break.
I'm saying, like,
I'm
last time I
mistaking
checked my
Cam
calendar,
Akers for Gurley, man. I meant Cam Akers.
how
The
did
rookie
you
follow.
mistake Cam Akers for Todd Gurley?
It was
Your wife
just,
hit you, didn't she? She beat you. I could
Did
she
you
beat
ain't
you.
hear? Did you ain't hear?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, you
my
can hear the back.
God!
Yeah, she hit you. Look, man, blink if you need help. I want you to blink if you need help. Blink twice. Yep.
All right.
There's a place for you.
We got one last item up for bids here, and that's a little segment that my wife invented, and she'll deny it, but
And you got to say it because you have to.
I do. But during this pandemic, a lot of people have been binge watching some stuff, right? All kinds of stuff have come out, and of course, Netflix and Amazon and Hulu are all coming out with these really cool shows all at once, where you get the whole season at once because a lot of people are stuck at home. Some people still aren't even working. So we're calling this segment "What You Bingin'," and I'm going to go around the table here, and I'm going to see. Are you binging something right now as we speak? Because if that's the case, then what are you watching right now? Or did you recently binge watch something and you thought this is awesome? If you haven't seen it, check it out. I'm gonna start with Cobra Kai because I'm taking that off the table. Because if anybody has not seen Cobra Kai yet, you're nuts. Because Cobra Kai is off the rails, awesome. You don't even have to be that much of a fan of the movie Karate Kid, which most people are, but it's good without that. But if you but all the little historical, illusions that it does, Ralph Macchio looks like he hasn't aged a damn day. I swear to God. Johnny, seeing it from a different angle, like Johnny's seeing Johnny Lawrence's story, like all that stuff. That's pretty damn cool. What? Stop.
I'm just making sure. See, look, you started out real good, and then you made that Ralph Macchio comment, and now I'm worried about you again. Ralph Macchio look 175 years old in that damn TV show. I don't know what Tom's he
does not.
Wait, so you mean to tell me he's always looked that old? Is he Morgan Freeman? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Like Ralph Macchio is Morgan Freeman.
So Now look, I got Cobra Kai. That's the most recent one I binged watched. So what are you watching?
I got a list. I'm sorry. I got a list. The Boys, Lovecraft Country, just wrapped up. Yeah, thank you, Christy. I'll run to that issue my damn self.
Yeah, it's the truth, Chrissy, but I like binge watching because instead of waiting for each episode every week, you can watch it all in a matter of a couple of days.
But then you're waiting on the new season to come out, and you're like, "Damn!"
Well, then you binge watch something. Then you binge watch something else.
Then you okay? You want to come back to me and go around?
You didn't answer the question.
I was answering, but you gladly interrupted me. Can I please?
No.
Can I finish?
Chrissy interrupted you. I didn't.
The Boys. It's on Amazon. It's a great show. It's based off of a graphic novel. It's fucking fantastic. Lovecraft Country. It's on HBO. Just wrapped up Sunday. Real interesting show. Real good. Got a lot of historical facts in that as well. Let's see. I've watched like little stuff. The 100. I know they came out with the final season. That's on Netflix.
I've seen that one. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Supernatural. Favorite show. So.
I have control. I have control until she comes on again and cancels her ass.
She gonna pop up. She gonna pop up again and be like, "What y'all doing? Like y'all messing up or something? What y'all doing?" Yeah, she gonna pop up on you. I'm telling you.
You just did a Chrissy impression, right? Did I just hear that?
No, you didn't. You didn't.
Yeah, okay. AJ, what did you watch recently?
All right, so an older show I watched. You ever see the show MTV The Challenge?
No.
It's like Survivor type stuff, but it's like it's hard to explain. It's like a competition show. I've been watching that, and there's a new. It's not new. It has 2 seasons out on Amazon. It's called The Boys.
Yeah,
I just said The Boys.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. You want to see?
He talks fast.
Damn headedry. I'm telling you that damn headedry.
I know.
All right, Philip, what are you watching?
You know, man, I watch a lot, so I have a hard time narrowing it down.
Well, what are you watching? Something right now?
No,
like, are you in the middle of something?
No, because everything finished. But I watched
Shango blow smoke.
Like when the first day came out for The Protector, I watched all that. Ozarks.
Yeah, Ozark. Yes,
that's a good show. That's a good
Will
show.
Assassins, Lucifer, whatever you name it, I watch it. The Witcher is my favorite so far.
That's cool. Witcher's cool.
Can I
like
say
The
something?
Witcher.
I don't mean to cut you off. Can I say something? Henry Cavill does that character perfectly.
Yes.
He does that character perfectly.
Better than Superman. Better than Superman.
Yeah. Wait, shut the. I'm done. Go ahead.
But that's
No, man, we're
pretty
done.
much everything. I'm just waiting for The Mandalorian to come out. I think it came out this week.
Yes, The Mandalorian.
That's what I'm waiting on.
Nothing to finish. Nothing to watch now. Warrior Nun on Netflix.
Season 2's coming.
Yeah.
What did I just watch? I watched something else that was like The Warrior Nun. I just finished the other day. The girl with the sword.
Cursed. That was good.
Yeah.
Cursed is good. Yeah, that's got that chick. That's got that chick from 13 Reasons Why, right?
Yep, and it's got one of the Skarsgårds in it. He played Floki in the Vikings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good Omens on Amazon. You see that?
Good Omens pretty good. Good Omens really good.
I've heard of it. I didn't see it.
It's really, really good.
If you ever like old history, you got to watch The Last Kingdom.
Oh God, yes, that show's amazing.
You'll agree.
Uhtred from Bevenberg. Your wife is going to hurt somebody. I can tell. I don't want to be a witness to a murder. I don't want to be a witness to the murder. Like I'm a little concerned, a little worried. Like if your phone goes blank, we know what happened.
All right, we're gonna get out of here with. We're all gonna have a last word, but my last word is: if everybody's been looking at the bottom of the screen there, that ticker that's been going across the bottom of the screen, that is all our shows available on 2M1L Media, including Ciphered Knowledge with Chrissy on Sundays at 8:00. Next Sunday, or this Sunday, guys, she's got a sex coach on.
That's what I'm waiting on. I mean, I'm just saying.
She's got a sex coach on, right? Tuesdays, it's us, 6:00. Spitting with Spitters on Wednesday at 8:00. His guest this week is going to be Zach Meyer, and they're going to talk about addiction and all that. You know, that should be a good one for that affects a lot of people. And of course, Around the Turnbuckle is on Saturdays and Sundays at 6:00. But program note: this Saturday, Professor Keith and I will be in Quakertown for WWA. So we will not have we will not. Don't give me that face, man. I got to support everybody. You know what I mean? They don't give me that face when I say I support CCW.
Because CCW is awesome.
I correct, but Triple WA event on the 24th down in Quakertown. Professor Keith and I will be there. But next week on Sunday we have Dorian Robinson, who is from New Orleans. All right, he's a professional wrestler, but he's originally from Texas. So I mean, so he's traveled around the country, and I can't wait to talk to him. And he's excited. I can't wait to talk to him. AJ,
don't let him fool you. He's a funny man. Don't let him fool you. He's a funny man.
And tomorrow, I'm sending this to an address that I was given already. So this will not be here next week.
I'm claiming bullshit. I tell you what. This is how we're gonna do this. If by the time the show goes around next week,
Tuesday,
if that shirt is not on my body, you wearing a Cowboys jersey.
You got it. AJ will be wearing something, whether it be a hat or a T-shirt that has the Philadelphia Eagles on it next Tuesday, because he lost the bet.
And he needs to tell us what the doctor said about his head injury, because I'm sorry.
So, guys, thanks for joining us tonight, man, for Home Team Sports and Entertainment. Phil, thank you so much for joining us this time around. And, man, you're welcome back anytime. We got one last comment, do we? Do not take that Cowboys bet. Montana, I love that she's here. She's a Giants fan, and she's telling me not to take that Cowboys bet. I'm not going to wear a Cowboys jersey because this will be on him next Tuesday. So that's easy.
It's lost in the mail.
Chrissy's in love with Pup Prince Shango. Yeah, we know that.
That's special. That's special.
And AJ, want to say goodbye? You haven't said nothing in a while.
Yeah. It's because Shango does all the talking anymore.
He does.
He doesn't shut up.
That damn head injury, man. I'm worried about you. Like, doctor's help.
Stick around one more minute. And go Birds against the Giants on Thursday, AJ. Sorry. And we'll see you next. We'll see you next Tuesday on Home Team Sports.
Danny Dimes.
I see you shiver with anticipation.